What are Hitogami's true intentions when advising Rudeus? Ever since the story of Jobless Reincarnation dropped, there has been one major mystery character that we seem to have very little information on. Hitogami the Man God. And what exactly are his motives? While I will be covering him in more details at a different video, this one I just want to address the main reason why we see Hitogami so much, his advice to Rudeus. Even though most of this has already been shown in the anime, the real meaning, or rather intentions behind it, will be spoilers from the light novel, so watch at your own risk. Hitogami may seem like he is trying to help Rudeus, but in reality he is the biggest enemy Rudeus will ever face. Every single advice given to Rudeus was in order to make him trust Hitogami and to avoid Rudeus from meeting with Roxy so they wouldn't have a kid together. Reason being is that Hitogami is able to see the future, and Rudeus' first kid with Roxy, Lara, has been prophesied to be the main reason for Hitogami's death. So let's take a look at every advice he ever gave Rudeus and why. Advice number 1 was to trust Rudeus. Rudeus decided to help clean the name of the Superb, so he created a party called Dead End. In rumors and Windport, the name Rudeus is not associated with Dead End. Because of that, Roxy can't connect Rudeus with Dead End until much later when Rudeus already left the Demon Continent. This also forces Rudeus to travel to the Central Continent earlier than he should have, which causes him to die of a plague with other Superbs because of the original timeline. Oh yeah, there's actually alternate timelines in Jobless Reincarnation. Rudeus and Norn, Rudeus' sister, get married and have a kid together called Lucilla. And she is literally the last Superb who uses her third eye to find Laplace's weaknesses and help Orsted kill him. Advice number 2, find the lost pet. This is mostly to control the pacing of the story and a pointless advice to help Rudy trust Hitogami more. Advice number 3, obtain the demon eye. By helping Kirishika, he avoids running into Roxy directly, then locks himself in his room for a week, which gives Roxy time to prep and leave town without finding out Rudeus was there all along. Also, Kirishika tells Bodyguardi about Rudeus, which makes him curious and go visit him at the university. Then when Rudeus comes see him months later, Bodyguardi finds out where the rest of the Superbs are thanks to being an apostle of Hitogami and causes a disease that kills them all. So now once again, Lucilla is never born, essentially connecting this with the first advice ever given to Rudy. Advice number 4, rescue Aisha and Lilia. In the original timeline prior to the one we're witnessing with Rudeus, Pax Chiron succeeds in usurping the throne and created the Chiron Republic. Because of that, Orsted can predict when and where Laplace will be reincarnated and kills him easily. Since Hitogami is trying to avoid that by advising him to rescue Aisha and Lilia, Rudeus stomps on Pax's plans by getting him exiled, and this delays Laplace being reincarnated. Advice number 5, go to the university. Under the premise of helping him cure his ED, this is actually to avoid, once again, Rudeus meeting with Roxy. Advice number 6, don't go rescue his mom. When Rudeus was requested help by Roxy because they couldn't find his mom in the labyrinth, Hitogami told Rudeus not to go, and to stay with his new wife Sylphie. If he doesn't go help rescue Roxy and his mom, it's possible she would have died in the labyrinth. After Rudeus ignored the advice and his father ended up dying, Hitogami actually made sure to let Rudy know if he had followed the advice, Paul would have survived, thus forcing Rudeus to trust him more, since by not doing it, someone dear to him died. And the advice number 7, to open the basement door, literally killing Roxy by infecting her with a poisonous rat, one that Rudy didn't have the magical capabilities of detoxing, and this caused Roxy to die, which sent Rudeus on a murderous path that completely derailed his future, forcing him to travel back in time in order to warn his younger self that Hitogami was his enemy all along. Let me know what you guys think about all this, and if there's anything else you would want me to cover regarding this story of Mushoku Tensei, Jobless Reincarnation, or any other light novel out there.